I really do want to just play cards. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's how it starts out.
Yeah, that's how it starts out. But I just wanted you guys to hear about that because we talk about different things, but I just wanted you guys to hear about the game night and, you know, just whatever.
Yeah. So we finna go ahead and move on to our raw topics. Go ahead, Kim.
I see there were comments, but I can't see them.
Well, I'm looking. I don't see none.
Yeah, no, it's people joining. That's the people. That
welcome to everybody that's joining. Our first topic is mental health. We talked about mental health twice. We talked about depression and we talked about postpartum depression. So now we want to talk about suicide and how it intertwines with mental health. And then my subtopic is, or our subtopic is, how you treat people is everything. Because it takes that one thing that pushes somebody to make them end their life. Now, as we know, people in life goes through different struggles. Now, we try to be supportive of each other the best we can, but some stuff, people just hold on to themselves and they don't want to talk about it. And all you can really do is try to be supportive in a way that allow you to, you know. There was a post, I was strolling on TikTok probably like 3 nights ago, and someone had posted a picture of this beautiful young lady, and she was fighting with depression. And it was something to the effect that somebody said something to her off kilter or something disrespectful, and she killed herself. And she was already battling with herself, and this thing, asinine thing that this person said to her just was like, she was like,
that's the last
I'm over it. Like, I'm over life. That's it. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I cried. I cried for her. I cried for her mom. I cried for her dad, her family, because it's like, that's heavy. It's different. Like, I know death is a part of life, but it's different when you die, you know, naturally. Some type of sickness, you know, but for a person to take their own life, that's different. And I didn't know the girl, but that, like, it just took me to a place of, oh my God. Like, then it had me analyzing myself and just thinking about my relationships with my people. And I know we can't stay connected all the time. Like, we have a lot of family. Like, right now, my family on my father's side, we're trying to get our family reunion together. We're connecting with people, family we don't know, getting to know people, and it's just like, you know we're not going to talk every day, but we're getting connected somehow. Like, we have a Facebook group. We're planning this reunion. We're trying to get connected so we can have something. At least it's just once a year or twice a year. We all know each other. We get connected, even if it's just like. And it's like, I don't know what's the right mixture to know that somebody feels supported. What do you think?
Right. It's kind of hard. Like, it depends on the person. Some people could get through to some people. Certain people could get. It's certain people that could actually get through to certain people. It's certain people that people is more comfortable with telling certain things to, you know, opening up to things about. And that whole thing is, I mean, yeah, suicide, some people just don't talk. But if you could, that's why, remember we talked about mental health, and I was talking about social media. Like, people use social media for everything. Sometimes it can be very, very messy. But also, it has become an outlet for people who suffer depression or thoughts of suicide. I'm sure we all have seen somebody down our Facebook timeline say they want to off themselves or they want to kill themselves or you know, you got people flooding them in the comments or in they DMs and calling people who have their numbers and reaching out and just trying to talk to those people and give them encouragement and, you know, come and support them. And I know some, I don't know the person personally, but the person I knew the person. And he actually went to her house, like knocked on her door. And he was like, man, you know, she was like, I had to go over there, you know. And he reached out to some of her family. And I ain't heard that she did, but she put something like that on, you know, on social media.
And, like, I like, and not that I like to see that, but if a person posts, I don't want to be here no more.
Yeah, I've seen
the right eyes can lay eyes on it, because there's people out here that be praying, that know how to intercede, know how to get a prayer to the man up there, and them right eyes lay eyes on that thing, and they can intercede for that person right then and there, praying for that person. Then, you know, I know when I see a young lady had posted she was battling with something, and I'm like, I'm right there with you, sis. Stay strong. You know, I don't know her, but I don't want to see nothing happen to her. This the human in me. And I feel like we have lost the human part of ourselves. Like, we have went so much on with life that we lost the human side, the caring side,
just being
the compassionate,
right,
just
and having sympathy and empathy.
Yeah, it's all about, I don't care about anybody else but me
and mine,
and screw everybody
me
else.
And mine.
If it ain't about me and mine, then, you know, whatever to anybody else. And it's like, how did we get to this?
Right.
And you say that song, like, I feel like he committed suicide.
In what song?
The guy that sings that song.
Yeah, from
there's an actual song called
Is he dead?
I Don't Care About
I believe
Anybody
so.
Else With Me. I'm not sure about the story behind that. And also, we'll get into that. That's a whole nother topic we're going to have to get into. Take a note. We're going to have to take a note on that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we remember that. Do y'all remember? I don't know if you remember, Michelle, but remember that incident with me and Nate, and I wound up in the psych ward. Mm-hmm. Please don't even play with suicide. Mm-hmm. You don't know about that? You remember that, Kiana? Mm-hmm. So I played like I took. Okay, didn't I just have Nene or something?
Mm-hmm. I think it was around that time.
Yeah, I think I just had Nene. She was telling me probably about 4 or 5 months, and I was still breastfeeding. And
I know it was heart disease.
Okay. And I played like I took a bunch of iron pills, because you know after you have a baby they give you iron pills. And I played with my ex-husband, and I was acting like I was. It's funny, but when it actually happened, it was not funny. And I played like I took the iron pills and was filling out, and he like, Shonda, get up. And I'm like, and he called the ambulance to the house, and I'm like, let me get up. So when I get up, they come in there. I was like, I'm just playing. It's cool. They was like, well, we got a call. He said you took pills. Like, just come down
to the... They don't play with that.
Yeah, they was tricking me all the way around, y'all. So they was like, just come to the, to the truck, to the ambulance, and let us just check you out. And I was like, I'm okay. I was like, we was just arguing. I got tired of going back and forth. So I just played with him like I took some pills, and he thought I took them, and it was all a game. And they was like, okay, we take this kind of stuff serious, but is it okay if we just go ahead and take you to the doctor just to... I'm like, I'm fine, no, it's okay. And they get out the ambulance and then come back in, and they's like, well, my manager is telling us to just take you anyway. Take me to St. Bernard. Why? And took me to St. Bernard. Ooh, it was so bad. It was so bad. They still in there. They got all these people coming talking to me, and my ex-husband not knowing what they was doing, they gave him paper, so he technically signed me in.
You need a new one.
Yeah, he technically signed me in without them knowing. And I kept telling them, like, even when I was in the hospital, like, I'm just playing. I'm not, it was just a joke on him. Girl, before you know it, that lady came and was like, okay, just sit in here, we finna. Girl, she took the wheelchair, pushed me, like, to these two black doors, opened up, and it was just closed. And they running like, what's going on? And it closed like, boom. It was almost like a movie thing. I'm in there, all these crazy. Girl, it was horrible. I was in there for 5 days. Would y'all believe? 5 days, I lost 20 to almost 30 pounds. I would not eat nothing in there. I was like, oh my God. And when I finally was able to talk to the psychiatrist or the doctor and the bad part while I was in there was for 5 days because I went in there like on a weekend day.
Oh,
and the doctor didn't come until like a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
When I finally talked to that man, and he was like, okay, he was like, I can look at you and see like you do not belong in here. But this is a lesson learned to you. We don't play with suicide, anything. He like, we take that stuff very serious. So he was like, I don't want to see you. I was like, you would never, ever, 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 ever see me in there. Ever. Look at me. I'm not coming back here. No. And then while I was in there, like, you had to be active in the activities and all that. Like, the girl, it was some people in there because for money. They signed themselves in. Mm-hmm. No, they crazy. Yeah. But the lady was just telling me, like, look, you said you did it, you just playing. I had to actually be involved in the activities that was going on. Like, I wanted to just stay in my room. I didn't want to be around nobody, but I couldn't do that. That would have cost me more days.
Yep. You have to be active.
I didn't talk to no family member until I actually got a room. So I was like 2 days with no contact to anybody. Yes. I was like, oh my God. I mean, milk just flowing on out every. It was so horrible. I was like, they was like, I know. I said, nigga, you stabbed me in there. You stabbed me. I didn't know what was that. You supposed to read. You stabbed me in there. God. He was like, man, I was so bad. I was so depressed. I was like, man, stab me in the day, go crazy. But never again. So please do not play with suicide. It's real.
Man, these baby daddies, boy. Let me be cool, because you the second one, that second person I know that baby daddy done locked them up.
Oh, really?
Yes. So let me be cool.
No,
let me be cool.
In his defense, he did not know that he was signing, that did that. Them doctors know they know they saying stuff that us regular people probably really don't understand. And even though I'm talking to them, I'm still telling them, it was a game, I'm cool. They're like, well, your iron levels is high. Baby, I just had a baby. I got to take iron pills, every day? Mm-hmm.
3 times.
Yeah, 2 to 3 times a day. Of course my iron level's high. Like, what are you talking about? But, yeah, so please do not play with suicide. It is definitely real.
It's real. And because, in the field that we work, that's the protocol. If the client say, I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to do this to myself, or I'm going to do something to somebody else,
you
got to call 911. It don't matter if they was playing or not.
Yeah.
That's the protocol. Call now. And they going to be in the hospital a week or two, give or take. Period. They don't play with that.
Ooh.
Because it's a lot.
So, then when I came out of there, you would have thought I fasted for 40 days and 40 nights.
Carlisia!
But, yeah. So, people, we go through stuff come up in life, and we be feeling so overwhelmed and overtaken by our own personal things. Mm-hmm. Just different situations and problems that come up in our life. But the key thing is pray. Talk to somebody. Value that everybody should have a special someone where they could tell or open up to.
Right.
Like you might, like 3 of us is friends. I might could tell Kiana something that I can't tell Michelle, or Michelle might tell me something that she can't tell you. You know what I mean? True. And that doesn't make us not friends. That doesn't make us backstabbers. People just have they person or they thing. You know what I mean? Who they feel like will listen and understand and take things of their feelings. But like I said, find you somebody. A lot of people feel like it ain't nobody. DM me, call me. If you feel like you have nobody, call me. DM me.
Yeah, all of us. And one thing I want to encourage people, and sometimes I have to check myself. Sometimes when you call people, I know we be because I know when I talk to my girlfriends, I'm like really excited. Hey girl, ready to talk about whatever that don't happen or whatever. But then sometimes I have to pace myself and stop and like, but how are you doing? How you doing? How you feeling? How's everything? How's everything going in your life? Ugh, in the room.
You probably still got time on it though. Yeah, iPhone's good. We'll wait till it pop up again. It's gonna give a second message if it get even more. So but
yeah. So just be mindful, and kindness go a long way. Kindness go a long way. Now, it's some people that have said some things to me, and I'm just like, and I'm just like, you know what? Sometimes you have to reword a thing. And a lot of this takes growth. When I was younger, I used to think things were so clear cut. Like, nah, if you did that, that's that. And that's what it was. But now, being older,
going through it, maturing.
Maturity, I realized some things are just not clear cut. It's some background to some things, and sometimes the way people approach things, it frustrates you, but you have to pull it back and just try to be understanding, because there's a process and they're going through something, and sometimes I find myself not able to find words to things, so you have to allow people the opportunity to process it. And I'll tell people all the time, you don't want to talk about, I don't want to talk. Okay. All right. Well, when you're ready.
I'm here.
Okay?
Yeah. So, mental health, very important. It's not just for a group of people, certain people, a certain race. Mental health is important to everybody.
A human being.
Every human being. You could be orange, purple, green, everybody, male or female. Okay. What's our next one?
So we're gonna pause. Okay. So our next topic is how important